Thank you, Rory, and thank you for joining us for the opening event of the 2012 Reebok CrossFit Games. It's a day at the beach for these competitors. And not surprisingly, the athletes with swimming backgrounds have broken out to the front of the pack.
In the transition area, these athletes have a decision to make. Take your time or rush the transition a bit, hoping to get ahead of some other athletes.
Well, I didn't know what else to say. He was fucking naked right in front of me, and I was like, oh my god. Anybody else cold? I'm cold. I think that's what I said.
And Pat, this is one long race.
All of these bikes are identical.
Leverage off the bike. And David Levy over his handlebars and into the sand.
During the sprint triathlon, it felt long and boring.
Kyle Kasperbauer making his way to the first score checkpoint, and Spiel now choosing to go backwards down the hill path.
Sean, there is only one reason to do that. Trying to save your quad because something's wrong with them.
Road session up the hike, baby.
I never really liked endurance events, but amazingly, CrossFit has made me much better at endurance events.
And he's looking a little uneasy, and he is absolutely exhausted as he hits the ground. And when you pay that price today, what does that mean for the 13 events yet to come in the Reebok CrossFit Games?
When things get really hard, I think about how strong I am.
When you get into competition and everything's on the line, a lot of times I just kind of resort to prayer.
Just stay tough. I mean, that's when I operate the best, is when it's just pain management and just block out the discomfort and just go.
They are neck and neck, but it is Hendel, and he is going to win. And it's Telena Fortunato who will edge out Kristen Clever for the win.
Not because I'm smaller. I think I have an advantage on stuff like that because I do it better.
Katie, she emptied the tank and she is spent. And Graham Holmberg both emptying the tank, and it is Spieler by 1/10 of a second.
Of course, they want to see people win. It's exciting, but they care about effort.
And Rebecca Voigt ripping into the sled, and no doubt that she has this thing down pat.
It's as much about heart as it is about technique.
She is through 7. Julie Fouché has gone unbroken, not dropping off.
When workouts get tough, I just think about how bad it's going to feel to lose.
Both LaRouche and Khalifa on their final rep, and Jason Khalifa still can't get it. And Albert Dominique LaRouche is going to win this heat.
And that says it all.
It took her 6.5 minutes to finish those 7 reps.
For me, it's like a gut check, man. It's not over.
And now you can see that patented Iceland Annie smile.
Now I feel like you said, I finally feel like myself now.
I believe in everybody. There's some sort of behemoth, whether that's physical, mental, or emotional, and that's just a bigger, powerful, more entity that's inside of everybody.
And he makes the lift! Maddox is underneath it, and he will stand it up! Froning looks like he has plenty left, and Neil Maddox may be getting a bit concerned about his lead.
I have a lot to prove to myself. It's wanting to accomplish my goals, and that being in the top 15 if I can accomplish that.
The entire crowd wants to see this lift happen. Valenzuela is under it, and she will stand it up. Agarwal has it, and she is your new leader.
What's so neat about CrossFit is you have a sport where there's 17-year-old women and there's 40, 41-year-old women, and you can come together in the spirit of competition and compete.
4 events left in the 2012 Reebok CrossFit Games.
It's amazing just to be here. To be here was the goal. It's what you think about the last 18 months.
Each one of these athletes in danger of being cut.
Hendrick is going to leave a dent in that thing.
Lucas Parker will finish first. Akinwale finishing with a vengeance, and he will win the event.
What motivates me is the community, and it's just nice to know you're in a community that's kind of in it for the long haul together.
That is what it's all about. It is the athletes versus the workout. That is what it's always been, and that's how it is here at the CrossFit Games.
One of those 3 spots is something that I hold very, very dear to my heart, and I want it. I want it worse this year than I've ever wanted it before.
I think now Chance smells blood in the water. He says, Froning is human. I can beat this guy.
Just what is the ultimate honor and expression of this existence, taking the gift that your body is to being the fittest on earth.
Rich Froning trying to become the first man to ever repeat as CrossFit Games champion.
It all comes down to this.
Clever and Fortunato, rep for rep, and she is resting, and Fortunato will finish up.
Repeat